what's up guys? Hope everyone out there's having a fantastic day. Chill Scissors here, back at it again for you guys for another pickups video. So this one's going to be a Nintendo GameCube specific pickups video. This was a video recommendation by a longtime fan and now current fan of the channel. You know who you are out there. Let's go ahead and jump in this. So first, I'll actually do these together. This is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated and underappreciated game for the Nintendo GameCube library, and this is Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Adventure. So both of these games have a large margin of people that either love it or hate it, and I absolutely adore it. Don't shoot me, I know I'm going to get some hate comments on this, but my personal opinion, better than Star Fox 64. If you take the complete nostalgia out of it, then yeah, in my opinion, these are obviously better than Star Fox 64. But you can get in and out of your ship, you can explore the planets, it's got kooky characters, it's got vast areas to explore, interesting creatures and things to do. But yeah, if you're a Nintendo GameCube owner, then go ahead and check these two out if you haven't done so already. You can find them for relatively cheap now. Before, they were so expensive, but now you can pick them up for relatively cheap. But yeah, love these, check them out. So this one is a kid favorite for me, and I'm sure for most of you out there. Got a really good deal on it for what you would expect it to get for online, but this is Mario Kart Double Dash. So this one, actually my wife was looking for this one for the longest time, and I've always wanted to collect it and add it to my library, but I could never find it for a decent price. So I actually was able to get this one for within a price range that I'm comfortable with. I found it complete with a manual. Everything works fine, no scratches, so super happy to add that one to the library. Next up, this one actually came out with a version of it in the original Xbox and the GameCube and the PlayStation, but this is Soul Calibur 2. This is one of my all-time favorite platform fighting games, and not just because you can actually play as Link from Ocarina of Time, just from the sake of the way that the mechanics of the platform fighting action work. I believe the Xbox version, which I have, that one allowed you to play as Spawn, which is really cool. But found this one complete. I think I paid like $5 for it, and super good platform fighter action. So really good find there. And this one has some recent hype because of the new Luigi's Mansion 3, and of course you probably already guessed, Luigi's Mansion for the Nintendo GameCube. You play as Luigi, and you're stuck in this mansion. You go through, you have to use your machine, I forget the name, but you suck up the ghost, upgrade your abilities throughout, and just explore. Tonnage of replayability being said that you have to revisit a lot of the portions of the mansion, but found this one complete, and so happy to have that one in there. They also made a new one for the, I say new, but it's retro now, but for the 3DS, and that one was worth a pickup as well. Super awesome. So this one, a buddy of mine that I work with, actually, he adores this game, and I was ashamed that I could not speak to it, being said it's one of the more sought after Nintendo GameCube titles. But this is Super Mario Sunshine. So I use my component cables for the Nintendo GameCube, and this game is absolutely gorgeous. A lot of coloring, it just pops. The worlds are vibrant and bright, and found this one complete as well. Super stoked to have this one in my library in the condition that it's in. Take very good care of my stuff, but yeah, I played through a few levels. It's very hard because of the vastness of the levels to actually like like stay in tune with it, but other than that, I absolutely love it. And this one is just a random moment buy. It was my first time actually coming across this for a price that was okay. I mean, it's not an expensive title, but Turok Evolution for the Nintendo GameCube, first-person dinosaur shooter. I actually haven't played this one yet, but I'll let you guys know in the future what I think of it. I'll definitely be playing through, but come on, with a case like that, how could you not jump on a game like that? So cool. So this one I remember playing as a kid, and I 100%ed it. It was one of the few games that I actually 100%ed as a kid, but this is Ultimate Spider-Man. Look at the case art, it is so awesome. It might be a little bit that I'm a massive Venom fan, and the movie that they recently came out with was so amazing. But this looks, the art style while you're playing the game and the cutscenes looks in and out just like a comic strip, which I really appreciate. The art style and even the voiceover work was really well done. So yeah, if you're into Spider-Man, go and pick that one up. Got it for really pretty cheap. So this one, it's just very weird concept for a video game. It has a massive learning curve as well. Like, there's no real tutorial. Like, it kind of just throws you into the mix, and you know, you just gotta figure it out pretty much. But this is Odama for the Nintendo GameCube. Make sure that if you find this in the wild, you want to play it, and you pick it up, make sure you actually have the Nintendo GameCube mic that is required for this game. But I literally picked this one up complete for around $4, and it's just a really interesting concept for a video game. It's like pinball with live action going on inside the game. It's just kind of one of those you just gotta experience to get the feel for. But yeah, another one off the list. This one, man, they recently made an HD version of it for the Nintendo Switch, and I was completely blown away. So this one was another one that I had purchased, and I didn't have access to my Nintendo GameCube because we were out of town. We traveled a lot as a kid because my parents were construction workers, so they were constantly going site to site to site. But I picked this one up and wasn't able to play it until I got home, and I was very deprived as far as what I was able to get my hands on as a kid. So, you know, I stared at this cover art for so many days, read over the back, and went through the manual. Once again, man, it's like they don't make this anymore. Like, really cool artistry and just booklets alone. I found it complete, not a super expensive title, maybe around like 10 bucks, but so stoked to have this in my collection once again. Those of you that don't know, I lost everything as a kid. My parents didn't pay the rent, and we were coming back from a job, and the landlord threw everything that we owned away. So I lost all of my childhood consoles and memories and everything that I held dear to my collection, but I've been rebuilding ever since. So happy to have this one back. I kept on finding it, by the way, for a decent price, but it was never complete or in a good condition. But next one up, guys, this is the Nintendo GameCube version. On my last pickups video, I showed the Xbox version, but this is iNinja. You can go ahead and add this to the list of most underrated games in my book, because every time I mention it to anyone, then everyone says, yeah, I've never heard of that game, or yeah, that doesn't ring a bell. But guys, this is an awesome platformer. If you're into platformers in general, or just collect or play Nintendo GameCube games, you owe it to yourself to pick this one up. Super fun, kooky character. The main protagonist is very comedic throughout, but I found this one complete. This one is a little bit more pricey, I think I picked this one up for around $20, but it was the first and only one that I've ever came across in the wild. Of course, you can get them online, but I found it at a local gaming store, and I was like, I can't not pick this up. But yeah, super happy to have that. Well, that's our pickups video. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Till next time, peace.